I burst out of the hallway screaming in panic. It felt like I had just seen something terrifying, that the place around me was completely empty. In my panic, I ran straight into a tree. There was no time to feel the pain. I steadied myself against the wall and kept running. I stumbled my way onto the street, waving my hands desperately trying to call for help, but every car that passed just thought I was some kind of lunatic. Then luckily a kind couple finally stopped to check on me. Just as they were about to help, a police officer showed up. He flashed his badge and said he was there to assist me. From a distance, I noticed the man who had been chasing me suddenly freeze when he saw the cop. The officer wrapped a coat around me and gently asked what had happened. I told him someone had broken into our home and killed my husband. Upon hearing this, he immediately pulled out his phone and called for backup. I finally felt a bit of relief, thinking the nightmare was over. He led me into a nearby building, saying we would wait for the others inside. But barely a few minutes passed before the man who had been chasing me arrived, because the cop was actually working with him. After all my desperate efforts to escape, I was dragged back into the elevator. Together they returned me to my apartment. There the fake cop suddenly noticed something odd, a painting on the wall that didn't match the rest of the decor. He told the man to take it down. Then he pulled out a knife and cut the canvas open. Inside were stacks of US dollars. The man couldn't help but grin. He rushed to stuff the money into a bag. As they were about to leave, he raised his gun toward me. But the fake cop stopped him. He said there was no need to kill a blind woman. Then he turned to me and said, "I'm not allowed to leave this place for the next hour." With that, they left me alone in the apartment. Sat there curled up in the silence. Just 3 days into my marriage and my husband was dead. I had no idea how I would survive from here on. Overwhelmed by grief, I fell asleep on the floor. But when I woke up, something felt wrong. I turned sharply and started to run.
How'd you know?